year's balance, and other interests in the country, Honorable Speaker, and to make sure that we afford the people of Kenya the opportunity, because these are things that we will do in a very transparent and accountable manner as a House. The people of Kenya will be able to follow us live on television as we vet the cabinet secretaries. And Honorable Speaker, it's also worth noting for the benefit of members of the public that indeed the office of the clerk of the National Assembly has already notified the general public of the details of the said vetting, and what awaits therefore is this committee to commence the necessary approval by this House. And I do want to believe, Honorable Speaker, that if there are any Kenyans out there who have memoranda, who have anything that they would want to submit to the House and the committee to consider during the vetting process, they know they have, I think, until Thursday of this week to be able to submit such memoranda. And I want to assure the country that this committee will consider all memoranda that are brought before the House, and we will be fair and just to everybody. Those who submit memoranda will have a fair opportunity to be heard or their memoranda to be considered, but also afford those against whose names or persons memoranda have been submitted an opportunity also to be heard and to have their say before the committee. Honorable Speaker, I don't want to belabor this because I'm sure having passed the procedural motion, members are also eager to contribute, but I want to encourage all of us to support this. As I said, it's a committee that we have agreed upon between ourselves in the majority party and my colleagues in the minority. And again, let me once again commend the leadership of the minority that this time round in the 13th Parliament, and indeed this is the spirit we want to see going forward, as His Excellency the President did beseech the House, a bipartisan approach to issues. Honorable Speaker, none of the nominees who have been nominated for appointment as cabinet secretaries is assured of their job until the House approves. And Honorable Speaker, it is also important, even as we approve these nominees, soon we shall be changing our standing orders to have now whoever is approved as a cabinet secretary to appear before this House to answer to questions, statements, and matters that are of concern to members of the public. Therefore, let me just, even as we wish all the nominees all the best as they prepare to appear before the Appointments Committee, also alert them that I am certain all these members in the 13th Assembly are very eager to hold them to account on their actions in public and in private, and also tell them early enough that His Excellency the President has made it clear, at least to those of us in the leadership, that he will allow Parliament to exercise our mandate without hindrance, without undue influence and interference. Honorable Speaker, we should relax when we see His Excellency the President appear for lunch. We must always remember him and the Deputy President are former members of Parliament, and it's good to be able to interact with members of Parliament. It's one of those few and rare opportunities when we get the executive coming for lunch in the legislature. Honorable Speaker, we continue to welcome them, but also we will do our work as members of Parliament to oversight and offer meaningful oversight on government. And I want to invite even those of us in the minority and even ourselves in the majority to exercise that oversight role and our representation role in this House without fear. I think His Excellency the President has also been emphatic that the days when you had to be coerced to take a certain political position are way behind us now. And nobody will be coerced, nobody will be intimidated